Hi everybody and welcome back to the KnitKnackChat knitting podcast. I am your host as always, Zach, also known as KnitKnack Zach on Instagram and Ravelry. Thank you all so much for clicking back in on my channel and watching this new episode. It is the 3rd of November today, Sunday. I'm sorry. I give my apologies for last month for not being able to record anything. Things kept stacking up every weekend that I couldn't find some time to record. So I just decided to hold off until November when I could get some recording done for you guys. So I'm going to do that now for you. Hopefully get some stuff started before Advent. See what I can get started to do for you guys. For Vlogmas, I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna do another vlog series or if I'm just gonna do like a weekly. I could maybe try to do like just a weekly update, just a single like short video every week. No vlog style, but just like a little podcast every week. That could be kind of fun. Let me know in the comments below what you guys are wanting. It is not the usual time that I usually record. It is about 6:30 right now. Here in the wonderful St. Paul, Minnesota. I actually just got back from my first little adventure to South Dakota to visit my boyfriend. Yes, you did hear that right. If you guys watched the We Share Needles podcast, Maddie and Kristen a couple months ago mentioned that I started dating somebody and I hadn't actually really had a chance to talk or share about it on the knitting podcast yet, but they both follow my personal Instagram, so they saw and they talked about it. So here's the official announcement. I do have a boyfriend now, which is super fun. We've been dating for about 2 months and it's been going very well. I had a really fun time visiting him in South Dakota, just about a 4-hour drive that I made today. It wasn't too bad, but if you can hear it in the background, I am doing laundry, so that's obviously what that noise is. Hopefully this can get done very quickly and I can get everything done, do all the chores before the work week starts tomorrow. So that's a lot with me. October was really busy. I finished out marching band for the year. I had a few weddings. I had a Halloween party. Halloween, just did a lot of work, a lot of hanging out with friends. I was really busy all of October, so that's why I didn't get a chance to show any knitting or anything to you guys, but I tried to stay pretty active on Instagram, so make sure you guys are following me on Instagram, following on my stories. I do a lot of polls and stuff sometimes with my knitting if I ever have questions or want people's opinions if I can't make a decision about something. So yeah. As always, this is my corner of YouTube where I showcase my knitting and talk about my life just a little bit. Do a small little tarot pull near the end of the episode. Share what's going on with my life in Minnesota as a male crafter. And yeah, hopefully, as 2024 is ending, which is absolutely crazy, I can get a good start into 2025 and feel very settled. Another possible news thing happening for me is I might be getting a cat. So that's kind of exciting. We're going to add a little, another little character to the KnitKnackChat family. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to visit a cat shelter here in the Twin Cities area tomorrow after work, just to visit with some of the cats that they have in the shelter. I want to get the cat in December, but if it is easier just to do it in like the next 2 weeks, I think I might do that. I don't plan on doing any big traveling in November or December, so we shall see. I might end up going somewhere for a couple days for New Year's, but that's a month away. That's like 6 weeks away. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, let's get right on into it. Again, just so everybody is aware, and if I don't get any comments about it, everything that I do talk about in today's episode will be in the description below. You can just, I don't do any links or anything because I just find it a bit tedious. I just have the pattern names and their designers, so you can find them easily on Ravelry or on Instagram. But if you do actually have any questions or need any specific links for anything, just comment below and I will gladly find the link for you to just quickly snatch that up and get that information for you. Actually, what I'm going to talk about first before we get into finished objects is the shirt that I'm wearing. This is, I was sent a message from a marching band, one of my marching band coworkers, about something that she found on Facebook for the American Cancer Society. All of November they are doing a knitting challenge, basically raising money for cancer by knitting once a day. And it's something that's really close to my heart. This marching band coworker and my mother both have beaten breast cancer, so I really just feel like it's an easy thing for me just to help get some awareness out there and get some money raised for cancer. Yeah, I'm going to show you one of the projects that I have started for that, and we'll continue on that. If you guys do want to donate under my name, I will have the link in the description below. But yeah, feel free to check that out. Donate if you can or if you're willing. If not, just share some love for the American Cancer Society so they can raise some money to help defeat this awful disease that impacts so many people and more people than you actually know, probably. So, without further ado, let's get into our finished objects of the last 2 months. I didn't do a whole lot of knitting. I did and I didn't. The only reason I say I did a lot of knitting is because I finished a really big project, and the other reason I say I didn't do a lot of knitting is because I only actually finished 2 projects in the last 2 months, which is kind of crazy. So first, I finished my Midwest Princess hat that I was doing a sample knit of for Muse 2320 out of the Midwest Princess color set colorway. So there's that. It's just a simple, it's the Finch Hat pattern by Muse 2320 that has a section of the pattern is done as a block letter, like letter motif section. So she motifed Midwest Princess in the Midwest Princess colorway, which is a neon orange, a camo variegated, and like a brown. And I just had a lot of fun knitting on this hat. It was super easy. It's such an easy hat. Easy, it's gonna be super warm. Gifting it to a friend, I just keep forgetting to bring it to her any chance I get to see her, but so we'll get to her eventually. I really do like the Finch hat. It's one of my favorite hats. Really nice recommendation that I give to people if they have fingering weight yarn they need to use up. Just do a Finch hat. Pretty easy. That is by Muse 2320, Sarah Lawrence on Ravelry. And you guys are going to be so proud of me because this next project I have been working on for about 2 months as well. My dear friend Toby, or Mince Makes here on YouTube and Ravelry, got married. Mazel tov, Toby. They got married to their partner, and they actually had a pajama wedding, and it was the most fun thing ever. It was so weird. I'd gone to a wedding a couple weeks earlier, and it was like a traditional like dress fancy, not like super formal, but like semi-formal-ish level. And I was like, okay, this is gonna be new, pajamas. When I heard that they were doing a pajama wedding like 2 months before, I was like, I'm gonna be chaotic. I'm gonna knit something. I was either, in my brain, I saw this pattern, I was like, I'm gonna knit that. But then in reality, I was like, well, am I gonna knit that? Or should I just like find like a sweatpant pattern and knit like sweatpants or something? But I was chaotic and I was ridiculous, and I did it. I knit a full length, full body, very sheer, fingering weight onesie with legs and arms and a breast panels and all this fun stuff. I omitted the pockets because I didn't understand the pattern. The pattern was a translation that was already in the pattern, but it didn't fully translate and it didn't make sense. So I am very happy that I am a well-versed knitter, to say selfishly. So I was able to just like interpret the pattern for the most part, do my own thing, get some of their numbers correct. I started with the extra small size and I ended up knitting at some points the medium size and then the small size and like whatever. So I did kind of my own thing. I need to knit both of the arms like 2 more inches longer. The yarn is still here in this cone. It's a huge ass cone that I got from the yarnery here in St. Paul. I knit this out of Holstgarn Coast, which is a cotton and wool blend yarn, in the color Harbor. Love this color on me, it's great. Pictures of me in it are on my Instagram, so check those out if you want to see it in more details. I omitted doing buttons for this because I did not want to sew buttons on, but what I did do that I also haven't finished is I sewed on some hooks and I still have all the eyes that I have to sew on. So what I did when I finished it, I actually finished it 2 days before the wedding. And I was like, I need to find some way to like either I find a way to close it up or I just like wrap it around my waist and call it good, and that's fine. I decided I wanted to find a way to close it up. So I decided to sew on these hooks, and I didn't have time to sew the eyes on, so I just left the eyes off and I just hooked the salvage edge or like my seam edge for my little panel on the side. And I just did that and I was very careful. That's for sure. So there's that. This is it. It's called the Hello Onesie by Pickles. It's like a yarn company, some yarn company. So there's that. It was such a fun project to knit. In a way, I'm done with it, but I have some stuff that I want to tweak with it and stuff I want to add to it, just to make it a little bit better before it's like fully done. So we shall see when I decide to do that. I might be doing that around Christmas time, so I can have it like officially done and dusted by the end of the year, which would be great. So I could wear this to like parties or something. This is definitely like a fairly delicate piece. I do chaotically see myself knitting something similar, or doing it in like a DK, to be able just to knit it a bit faster because it took me 2 months to do, because I put it down so often. So that was that. It was a fun adventure to knit. I did a lot of my own things with it. Try my best to keep my notes and stuff on it on my Ravelry, so check it out below if you have any questions about that. So there's that. Those are the 2 objects that I finished in the last 2 months. I don't really think I finished anything else in the last 2 months. And a lot of progress on specific whips and things. So that's good. I am going to showcase, so now we're going to move on to works in progress. My first work in progress has to do with my goal for knitting every day in November. Along with all my other new projects, I want to work on my hat collection and try to knit as many hats as I can, to either donate or potentially like sell to raise money for something or just for a little extra money. So this is the start of a hat. This is going to be my own little adventure hat. I am right now holding 2 strands of fingering weight together with a Surrey lace weight. So this color looks familiar. This is from my Cozy Classic Raglan. This is highlighter. both in the Surrey and the fingering weights. I have ran out of my Surrey, so I've hit the end of my Surrey, so I decided to cut it off. I'm doing my own little thing with this hat, so I don't mind it being kind of scrappy looking. It'll be my first one, and I think it'll be just mine. And I did put a poll today on my Instagram on what color I should do the top of it. I'm just going to do this one as like a color block sample to showcase. Like, I think I'll do 2 more inches of this 1x1 rib, and then I'll start my decreases. I have something in my head for the decreases, but I'm going to do these purples together for the top. So I think that'll be really pretty. And then hopefully I have a basket of leftover yarns that I plan on using for this. And then hopefully maybe in December, end of December, I can like release the pattern. It's just a simple 1x1 rib. And then I have an idea to do some sort of like house roofing situation when it comes to the decreases. Make it kind of poofy. It's very sturdy right now. This is a very thick gauge, very dense fabric. I'm knitting this on a US 3, so it's basically like I'm knitting like bulky weight yarn, or like light bulky heavy worsted, like an Aran weight on US 3s. So yeah, I actually really love the fabric for it. I like how dense it is. It feels really nice. I love a Surrey, so we shall see how this continues to look in the next couple days. I knit basically this entire hat, this portion of this entire hat, in about 3 days of knitting when I was hanging out with my boyfriend. So there's that. Boop. I have this right now sitting in my Fringe Supply Co. wax canvas bag, which you unfortunately cannot get anymore. Alas, I have it, and it makes me happy to use. So I hope everybody is doing very well, staying busy, staying cheerful. I hope everybody had a good Halloween, and yeah, there's a lot that goes along with holidays, be that Halloween or any other holiday, with memories of the past or what's to come. So I hope everything for all of you is going well. Up next is another old project that I haven't worked on in quite a while, that I picked up like a couple days ago, or like a couple weeks ago, after I finished my onesie, because I wanted to cast something new on, but I really just like couldn't get my brain around something new. I re-picked up my Bubble Cowl by Stephen West. I'm using all of my Muse 2320 scraps. I'm like in the middle of this next. I have this bubble and one more bubble to do, and then I do one last set of decreases for the small bubbles, and I'll do the set for the small bubbles, and then I'll be done. This is almost done. I just need to like crank it out. This will probably be one of my Christmas goals, just to get it done before it like gets really wintry here after Christmas and stuff in January and February, to keep me warm on my walks to work. So I have this sitting in my bag that I got from, oh my gosh, this is a Kelly E. McD bag, I believe. I don't know if it has a I don't think she has. Yeah, this is a Kelly E. McD bag. Thanks, Maddie and Kristen. Maddie, your mom makes amazing bags. Yeah, so it's got flowers and my favorite colors and pajamas. They're so cute. Cool. There's that. That's a fun project. I do like picking that one back up. Next is my next big project that I'm working on. This is in my Bearded Pearls, I believe it's the Autumn Animals. It was the Autumn Animals little bag that I got forever ago when the Bearded Pearl was still making bags. Miss you, Caleb. You're probably not watching this, but in case you are, I miss you. I hope you're doing well, and I want to see your knits again, selfishly. So, I finally got around to actually, I think I had already fully frogged all the yarn from a cardigan, and I said I was going to knit a sweater out of it, and here's the start of that sweater. Can you tell what my favorite color is? This is the Legs Pullover by Ozetta. I believe so. My friend Lucy at Lucy Makes here on YouTube has made like 3 of these, and I tried hers on, and I was like, this is great. I love this. I need to make one for myself. So I did that. I'm in the middle of it at the moment. I'm in the body. I like just started the body, so it's going super great. I think I'm gonna finish this ball of yarn, and then I'm gonna start on the sleeves after I finish this first ball of body, and then I'll work on the sleeves and do that. And then after the sleeves, I'm just gonna finish the body, and it's gonna be a super fun time. This has been a really fun sweater to make. It's been a different construction with these shoulder panels. I'm excited to see how it fits and stuff. So, yeah. This is Brooklyn Tweed Shelter in the color Flame, I believe. It's a bright neon orange. It comes out basically as bright on camera as it does. It's a little blown out with the lights that I have right now, but this is what I get for filming at 6:30. I need to change my clock, so I almost said 7. I didn't even change my clocks when I got home today, so there's that. There's that. I really am enjoying this. It's another easy project that I have with me at the moment that I can just bring and just whip out whenever I have a chance. So a lot of my projects right now are just that way, and I'm really liking it so far. And my last whip, obviously, I have a pair of socks on my needles. It's actually a hoe. So I finished the first of my, I didn't even look at the name of this pattern when I started filming this, so I don't remember what it's called. It's called Basic Bizette, I believe. It's French. It's originally a French pattern. It has a new like toe or heel style for me, and I saw something similar on Instagram today, and it was called a diamond heel. So this might be what it's called, a diamond heel. The gusset increases and stuff are at the bottom of the foot, and then it's little short rows, and then it decreases for the heel flap, which is very interesting. So it kind of creates this sort of, it's a 2 with a little mountain in the middle of it. So I really love, I'm gonna put this on but not show you my toes, not show you my feet for free on the internet. I really love how this sock feels. I'm knitting this out of Mondim sock in the colorway that I like to call cookies and cream. I actually don't think I've actually put this sock on yet. I'm loving how this sock feels already. I haven't washed it or anything. I like the way that this heel looks. I wonder if this might be my new heel. You might see. I just got a pattern update too for it to add like a contrast color for the heel turn, I believe, which is very interesting. I am just at the humble beginnings of the second sock, so I have the toe done, and I have all my markers to help me make sure I get them both matching, because I did not want to do these socks 2 at a time. So pink marker and the yellow marker here are the same spot, and I have to get to the green marker, and then I'll start my increases. And then I know I knit 40 rows on the leg. and then I started the ribbing instructions. So, but this is nice because it's all one color, so it's only a top tail and a bottom tail. Yeah. Mondeem sock. Mondeem. The colorway number is 209. Anybody's asking. I'm curious. I got this at a yarn exchange, I believe. And I'm obsessed with it, so. I took it and I wasn't sure what, like, I knew I was gonna make socks with it, but I wasn't sure what socks. And then I had these socks on my eye. So I think one of my next socks that I think I might start another pair of socks soon. And do like a scrappy stripes or something with some leftover advents. I do have an advent calendar this year, so we're gonna get into purchases and stuff. But yeah, I don't really have anything big on my future makes. I have a kit here for this bunny. This little bunny friend that I bought at the Yarnery before they moved. They recently moved. Congratulations, everybody. They had their grand opening of their new location this last weekend. I was sadly out of town, so I couldn't go. But I went in and I saw their space. Got a little tour of it, which is super fun. Thank you, Ted, for the little tour. I appreciate it. But I got that a while ago, and I think I might knit it for my newest nephew. But then if I knit my newest nephew something, I think I probably should knit the older nephew something as well. So we shall see what I decide to knit for gifts this year. My family hasn't discussed yet what we're doing Christmas-wise, gift exchange-wise, so we shall see what we end up doing. If anything, I would like to do something, but I also wouldn't mind not doing anything and just giving like $50 for my parents. So we shall see. Just shuffle these one more time and we'll get started into acquisitions. So, is there anything I did grab? I don't think so. I think I did grab everything. Okay, so first things first, spincycle had an update and it showcased a new-ish colorway, or like a relaunch of colorway, called House Blend. And because I work at a coffee shop, I was like, yes please, give me some of that. So I decided to get 2 skeins of their Dreamwork, or not Dreamwork, Dyed in the Wool. So it's their like sport weight. This is just basically like browns and tans and stuff, like neutrals all twisted together. 200 yards of a sport weight. I have to figure out what I want to make with this. I might make a cowl of some sort out of this using like a vivid contrast or a vivid mane and using this as the contrast. I think that would look really pretty. Like a bright blue or something. I don't know yet. I have to figure it out. Either like a colorwork cowl or maybe a hat. I might do a hat. I'm not entirely sure yet. There's that. I love both of these so much. And then next, I actually had a really fun adventure with this. I purchased an advent calendar like 6 months ago when I lived at my old place. So I put the old address in, blah, 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 whatever. I'm moving. I thought I was able to change the address. I thought I got it changed, the shipping address changed, whatever. Get the notification that, oh, so sorry. I get the notification that the advent calendar is being shipped. I got it shipped from Canada, from the Little Red Mitten, or the people over at Leo and Roxy, that yarn brand and yarn store. So I got the notification that it was being shipped, and I was like, oh, I really hope that this is coming to my new apartment. Blah, 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 blah. It was not. It apparently did not go through, or they couldn't update their system. Whatever. I tried to email them, be like, hey, are you able to like stop this from actually getting sent out and changing the address for me quick? Nothing happened. It's really sad. Got delivered. I luckily have a friend who still lives in my old apartment who I was like, hey, are you at the apartment right now when it was delivered? They were like, yeah, I am, luckily. Is there any way you can check? I asked if there was any way they could check if a package for me had arrived. They went down, I was there. I was like, perfect. Can you put it outside in that little lobby area? My old apartment had an open lobby that was public facing, and then the second door was locked to get into it. Sometimes people were really good about bringing packages in after they're getting dropped off, just so people wouldn't steal them, because it's really easy to steal them, even if there are cameras. Even though there are cameras, I'm taking my hat off, in that lobby area. They're like, yeah, no problem. I can do that. So they did that for me. I went by after work, either that day or I think it was after work that day. I went by and I grabbed it. It was so funny. I was like, I'm taking this. This is my box. My name. That's me. I used to live here. So I got it. And I actually haven't done any opening of it. This is the box still as it's come. Actually, I don't really have anything that's quite sharp, actually. I will just open it right now on camera. Oh, city living. Gotta love it. You're actually right now on my like little rolly thing, so that's why you're kind of shaking. Sorry. Let's get this open. This is the Awkward S Flock 2024 Advent, provided by Leo and Roxy, the Leo and Roxy Yarn Company. Oh god, I'm ruining this needle. So basically, the concept behind this is that every box is different. All 24 or 25, I actually don't know how many mini skeins, can't remember. In this are going to be different from any other person who is receiving this Advent. So no two Advents are going to be like exactly the same when it comes to what people are pulling every day. It also did say that it came with a drawstring bag, or a bag, a tote or something that you could embroider on. Ooh! Oh wow. I love an unboxing. This is so cute. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is adorable. Oh, I love this. Okay. So here is the little tote bag. Oh my god. She's huge. This tote bag is huge. It also came with a pin, an Awkward S Flock pin. I got an embroidery needle. Cute. I don't know what this is. Like a practice thing or something. I got a hoop, an embroidery hoop, so I can do some embroidery. Exciting. I actually haven't opened this. This is the first time. And I got some embroidery floss as well. Some of their hand-dyed embroidery floss. Let me just tell you what colors these are. This is McSteamy. This is Lucky Clover. Subaru. And Lazy Days. So I got these three embroidery flosses, which are 55% wool, 45% silk. Wow. pretty. I think these are just like stickers. They're not stickers, but they're like templates, which is pretty cool. So I've never embroidered before, but I think I might be doing some embroidery. Oh, I think this is like interfacing or whatever. Ooh. Oh, and I have, okay, perfect. I was like, how much more can I open? And I have all, got a little sticker. Awkward as flock. Love it. Got 1 through 24. So I got 24 assorted hand-dyed minis from Leo and Roxy. I love this font. It's so cute. So I have to figure out exactly what pattern I'm gonna knit. Or if I'm just gonna like do my own thing and not knit with these minis. I think I might try to do all this embroidery stuff before. I don't know if this is. Yeah, so this is all like screen printed on, so that's all on there. I don't know what I'd want to like. Do I embroider my name on it? Ooh, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. Let me know what you guys think I should do with this. I'm gonna be showcasing this off in December in some way, shape, or form. So let me know in the comments below what you want me to do, what you guys want to see with this. That's exciting. That was a fun little unboxing. Make this video a little bit longer. And since it is also a late night, I hope you all are enjoying your relaxing Sunday, not getting the Sunday scaries. I am not. I have a glass of Pinot Grigio. That I poured for myself. And yeah. So I hope you guys are enjoying something either sweet or salty as a snack and have a little beverage. Be that alcoholic or not. Do whatever you feel is necessary and are able to do with your age. I do not promote underage drinking. But anyways, next, actually, if you guys don't follow them on Instagram, I don't know what you're doing, but I wouldn't say that they're a friend, but another male crafter and creator who has created his own yarn dyeing business. Created Thought to Thread yarn companies, hand-dyed yarns by a man, and is super lovely, dyed in Seattle, I believe, or in like I believe it's Seattle. Was doing a sale, just getting rid of some stuff, and I ended up snagging 4 skeins of the same color in a fingering weight yarn. These are 100-gram skeins with 550 yards. These are the colorways Charcoal. It is the Thought to Threads and Brooklyn Tweed collaboration. So it's a the yarn base is called Staple. It is Targhee, and it's a Targhee Columbia wool. So there's that. It's just a deep, rich blue-black color. Absolutely lovely. One of my favorite. Again, with me buying like black yarn. This is like 200 or 2,200 yards of yarn, 2,300 yards of yarn that I can easily knit a sweater out of. So I will be knitting myself either a sweater or a big shawl out of this yarn. So stay tuned for that. I will probably end up knitting this in the next year or so, because I have too many sweater quantities, especially sweater quantities of fingering weight yarn. Because why would I knit? Why knit fast sweaters when you can take 2 months to knit a sweater or a onesie? So there's that. Anyways, back to what I purchased this last weekend when I was in South Dakota. I visited the only local yarn shop there in South Dakota, owned by a very lovely lady. The yarn store is called Prairie Road Yarn. And one of the first, actually this is the last thing that I added to my cart, was this wine glass. It says sheep-faced. It says sheep-faced on it, and it's a little sheep with yarn in like a wine glass or something. And I said, me too, thank you. And yeah, that's one of the last things that I ended up acquiring. Very, very good. I love it. It's super cute. I love a wine glass. I love a tumbler. And then the next thing, I got this really cute bag. I actually didn't buy this bag. I was looking at their bags and I was like, oh, this one's cute. And then Joy was like, I'm gonna buy it for you. And I said, okay, fine. So Joy got this bag for me. It says, to knit or not to knit? What sort of question is that? Because if I'm gonna be honest, what sort of question is that? I am gonna knit. If I'm gonna sit, I'm gonna knit. I got this really cute sticker. Prairie Road Yarn. It's a cute little, that's like the image of their sign. Holographic, because they had a plain one and a holographic, and I said, holographic please. Thank you. And then last but not least, I only wanted to purchase one thing of yarn, and this is hand-dyed yarn from a dyer that I haven't really heard of. This is Wonderland Yarns. This is their Mad Hatter Sport Weight. It's in a blossoms. So I think it was dyed like as a panel. It was like a knit panel of sport weight yarn or something. It was dyed in that panel and then it was caked up. So it's in a blossom form in that sense. So it's probably either an easy center pull or an outside pull to make a hat. I'm planning on making another one of that yellow hat that I'm knitting. I'm going to knit something similar with this yarn, just to get some different like weight varieties into the pattern and stuff like that. So yeah, this is Superwash Merino. It's 344 yards. Yeah. Hand dyed in Vermont. It's cute little labels. Blossoms from Wonderland Yarns. This is the colorway Water Lily. It was a limited edition, so I wonder if it's a exclusive to Prairie Road. I saw it like in some of their like caked yarns, then it was really pretty, but I really love a gradient, so. Also, this bag that I purchased is huge. I did not think this bag was actually as big as it was, but it's huge. It's got one of those like side panels, and then it's like pretty deep, so it's a good quality bag. Yeah, so that's all I have to show you guys. I really hope you guys all enjoyed watching. I'm not done yet. I still have to do my little tarot pull. Being that I skipped all of October for my tarot pull, I'm going to pull over 31 because there were 31 days in October. I didn't even do like a month pull for myself at the beginning of October. I was just so busy with stuff. So I'm going to do 31 plus what today's day is, which is the 3rd. So I'm going to pull the 34th card in this shuffle. There we go. There we go. Let's do 34. before. One, 32, 33, 34. Good thing it was only 34 because I only have 2 cards left. And the card that I pulled is the Swift and Winder. So let me find where that is. Aha. The Swift and the Winder. It means transformation, process, progress, improvement over time, taking the necessary steps, growth, and change. Wow, that's crazy. So this is basically like a startup card, a card that talks about how things change, going from a cake, or from a skein of yarn or a hank of yarn to a cake or a ball of yarn. Transformation and like the process that it takes to go through that transformation, and that you need to take, and it gets better as it goes. It's a process and it gets better as it keeps going. Taking the necessary steps, growth, and change. So like you have to take the necessary steps to change yourself. If you're not changing yourself, if you're not like choosing to be better, to be a better person, you're not going to be a better person. If you don't choose to make that decision, that decision's obviously not going to happen because you didn't do it. So you need to, in order to change, you need to make decisions. You need to do it step by step. You can't skip over things to get to the end result of something. Otherwise, it's going to go badly. So remember the process of change. Change is the process. It takes so much for you to change as a person. So I think of it like literally like sit back, take out a hank of yarn that you haven't touched, something that's really old, and just hank it up. Just ball it up, cake it up, cast something on. Why not? Let's change the habit of a dead stash. My stash isn't dead, it's still growing. But I have some things in there that are just been sitting in there. So I really hope that you all enjoyed this episode. I know I did. I really loved sitting and chatting with you all. Please do not forget to like, comment, and share this video. If you are able to, go ahead and check out my fundraiser for American Cancer Society. I will be trying to post a little bit every day on my story about the progress that I'm making on my knits, be that the hat that I'm designing or anything else that I decide to pick up and knit on that day as part of my like 24, as part of my like month of knitting for Cancer. So I really appreciate you guys sitting and watching and interacting with me. Let me know in the comments below what you're knitting on. What you guys are excited for about the holiday season. If you have advent calendars yourself, what are you guys going to be knitting? And without further ado, I really hope you all have a wonderful rest of your month. I will check back in with you guys when I can. So have a great rest of your day, guys. Bye.